So today we are looking at quadratic expansion, okay, also known as expanding double brackets. I've also put this four-letter word here, FOIL, okay, some people call it FOIL expansion, okay, so try to cover all bases there. So we need some double brackets then. So here is some double brackets questions, okay. For these though, you need to be really efficient really at multiplying and adding and subtracting, but with positive and negative numbers. Okay, so just bear that in mind before we start. So with brackets then, if we had a basic bracket of which we're asked to expand, something like that, we have to multiply everything that's on the outside by what's on the inside. So you'd have 2 times x for 2x, and then 2 times 3 for 6. Done, it's expanded. However, we've now got a bracket in front of a bracket. Same principles apply though, okay? Because everything in this bracket, we have to multiply by what's in this next bracket, okay? So again, I'm going to use a different colour pen and I'm going to draw arrows, okay? I need to draw arrows myself, otherwise I will forget which ones I've multiplied and which ones I haven't. So I'm going to look at this x here. Okay, I'm going to ignore this plus 3 for now, concentrate on the x. So let's do x times x. Well, x times x is x squared. Okay, I'm then going to look at x times positive 2. Well, x times 2 is 2x, but it's a positive 2x. So I've covered the 3, I've gone x times x is x squared, and then x times positive 2 for positive 2x. So that x is now dealt with, it's sorted. And I'm going to concentrate on this positive 3. Well, positive 3 times x is 3x. And then 3 times 2 plus and a plus makes a plus. 3 times 2 is 6. Remember, I have multiplied every single step. Okay, so I put a big times sign in the middle there to help us remember. Okay, so I've got x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. Well, I can collect my like terms now, okay, or I can simplify this expression. And the way I'm going to simplify it is by putting the two x's together. So my final answer then would be x squared plus 5x, because 2x plus 3x is 5x, and then add 6 on the end. And that's it, it's done. I can't collect those terms anymore because I have a squared, an x, and a number by itself. So that's it, simplified. So this order that I multiplied each of the expressions by, okay, is the same on every single question. Okay, so here then, I've got, start with my a times a is a squared, a times positive 4 is positive 4a. Okay. Now I've concentrated on my a, that's done. I'm now going to look at minus 6 times a for minus 6a. Be careful now, 6 times 4 is 24. Minus and a plus make a minus. Remember with those though, okay, if they're both positive, it's going to give a positive answer. If they're both negative, it's going to give me a positive answer. If I have a positive and a negative, it's then going to be a negative. And then a negative and a positive, it's going to give me a negative. When I'm teaching, I call these my Teletubbies. Okay, so we have to remember these when it comes to multiplying these negative numbers, okay? Okay, a little way to help remember. This person here is fully awake, so therefore he or she is positive. This person here is fully asleep. Again, positive. This person's half asleep, then they're going to be quite negative. And if this person's half asleep, they're going to be negative as well. Little way to help remember it. Symbols are the same, positive. Symbols are different, it's negative. Might be worth writing those down, put them in the corner of your page, and refer to them throughout answering these questions. So we've expanded our double brackets. We're now going to collect our like terms. So I've got this part in the middle of which we need to put together. So a squared first, and then I've got positive 4a, take away 6a, okay? So now I've got 4 take away 6 is minus 2. Okay, think of your number line, think of your thermometer. If it's 4 degrees Celsius, and then we subtract 6 because it's 6 degrees colder, use your number line. Nothing wrong with even drawing one down and then doing your leapfrogs. Okay, nothing wrong with that at all. So there we have expanded, double brackets, and simplified. Here then, you'll notice I've used a Y this time. Okay, letters are different each time. Doesn't make a difference. The symbols are slightly different. Doesn't make a difference. I'm still multiplying every single time. So Y times Y is Y squared. Y times minus 6 is minus 6Y. Plus 4 multiplied by Y is plus 4Y. Plus and a minus makes a minus. 4 times 6 is 24. Let's simplify the middle part. So I've got Y squared minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2Y. Again, use your number line if you need to. There it is. So there is a certain order of which I multiplied these expressions by. And that is where this word FOIL comes into it. Okay, so my first term multiplied by the first, b times b is b squared. Then my outside parts then, so b times minus 3 is minus 3b. So that's outside. Concentrate on the inside part now. Minus 7 times b is minus 7b. So that's inside, and then the last part of this one and the last part of that one to make the FOIL. So then minus 7 times minus 3, minus the minus makes a plus, be careful. 7 times 3 is 21. Okay, haven't quite finished because I need to simplify by collecting like terms. Minus 3 take away 7 is minus 10. So minus 3b take away 7b would be minus 10b. And then obviously my plus 21 on the end. Okay, so FOIL, first, outside, inside, last. These brackets though do get a little bit more complicated. Okay, you will see now I have a coefficient with each of the x's here. Okay, coefficient just means a number in front of the letter. So same principle then. 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times 5 is 10x. 3 times 3x is 9x. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, two positives makes a positive. Simplify this middle part. So I have 6x squared plus 19x, because 10x plus 9x is 19x, plus 15. Exactly the same, just with bigger numbers. All I've done here to get this 6x squared, I did 2 times 3 to make 6, then x times x to make x squared. Remember, when you multiply something by itself, we also call it squared. Over here, I've got 2y times 4y for 8y squared. 2 times 4 is 8, y times y is y squared. 2y times 8 is 16y. Minus 7 times 4y is minus 28y. Minus them and a plus is a minus. 7 8s are 56. Okay, so simplify, put the middle bit together. Put my y's together, so 8y squared stays by itself. 16y take away 28y. We know it's going to be a negative number. Okay, so think of, we've had 16 steps to get to 0. How many left to get to carry on by taking away 28? Minus 12y. And then take away 56. Okay, so remember, be careful with negatives. Number line always helps. So, first, outside, inside, last. Draw your arrows. Get a different colour pen. It really does help, especially when it comes to revising and remembering that you have to multiply each step accurately. Hope it helps.